watch now. If you're missing your trips to the cinema for the new releases, then you're in luck, because this coming Friday, for the first time ever, an Irish feature film will host a world premiere where? On Facebook, and we can all watch. Now, set in a small town in Ireland in 1981, Danny Boy tells the story of a young man trying to find love, and one of the movie stars joins us this morning, Clelia Murphy. Good morning to you, Clelia.
Good very morning. This is very exciting. I feel like a judge from the Eurovision.
Are we getting deux pois for the movie?
Deux pois? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think this is just a kind of a really sweet way of sharing a film that has reached the point where it needs to be premiered. There's nowhere to premiere it. We don't have, the circuit. So we're making our own circuit. And I think it's a testament to Ferdy, the director, and Richie, the producer, that they came up with this idea. I think it's really a genuinely sweet thing to do.
And so coming this Friday, then, it is going to be premiered on Facebook. Are you all going to get dressed up in your living rooms?
I only had a conversation with Clarabelle this morning. I said, "How we're going to have to do a new romantic?" So I'm going to go back to me 80s scrunch, right? And a few stripes. Look, do you know what? It's about sharing, and it's about keeping everybody together and apart. I think that's the whole idea. So dress up, have the crack. It's for one night. If you don't watch it with us live that night, you're not going. It's gone. You know what I mean? It's not going to be out there forever. So it's our world premiere that everybody's invited to. So it's something different,
Tell us about the film then, Clelia, about it, Danny Boy. Where is it set?
So it's set, it was shot in Kildare, but it's an anywhere village and anywhere in the world, and it's a story about a young man who's just trying to find love, trying to cure a stammer, and trying to dance, and trying to keep a kind of a very quirky family in check. I think that's the best way to describe this film. It's a kind of a quirky, there's nobody like this crowd. So I play Danny's mum, Mammy. Yeah, I know, you're shocked at that, aren't you? I'm playing the mother in this. And
a young mammy.
Oh, bless you and save you. Bless you and save you. The young mammy. But the young mammy has her challenges, and Daddy is not on the scene. Nobody knows where Daddy is. He's missing. So poor Danny Boy is as well as trying to have that summer of love, he's trying to keep the house going and keep Mam in check. And she is quirky, it's a quirky story with great heart. And he's trying to be the patriarch of the house as well and find his own way, and he has, obstacles inside and outside. Let's put it that way. So it's all set to the perfect backdrop of this innocent 1980s Ireland.
With the new romantics and the goths and everybody like that. Yeah, everything. All dressed up.
I mean, it's wait till you see. I mean, this is kind of a testament to what the kind of passion of this film is. Like, I got my pal Jenny Kelly, she's designing her hair bands now, and they're all over Brown Thomas. And she's a designer, but I knew her going back to Kaiser. If my hair was coloured, she'd be doing the colouring. And she came on as the makeup and the kind of, and so she set the whole tone for this. Do you know what I mean? So it's a project that brought people together because we felt passionate about Ferdy and the lads, Ferdy and Richie, the producer. It's a little family. And that comes across, there's great. We had more crack on set than I've ever had on another film. I have to be honest with you.
Is it true that you accepted the part without even reading the script because it was Ferdy? And I know we were going to talk to Paddy this morning, and he did the same. He sort of said, because if Ferdy is on board, you just know this is going to be a great Irish movie.
Yeah, 100%. That's true. I had no idea. I would just say, as long as I don't have to get my kit off, because I don't think the Irish people are ready for that. To be honest with you, right? So I know Ferdy McCann 20 million years, and the world needs more people like Ferdy McCann. I made a kind of decision. I want to work with great people telling great stories, and so for this was a prime example. It was one of the first things I did after leaving Fair City, actually. Well, a couple of years or two afterwards, and it was the universe sending me something that I'd wished for. So 100%, and that's not only is he given and attracting the likes of me and Paddy the project, but he's also creating a whole new world of all these young actors. He's given all these young actors their first start in film, which is so important. But not only that, our crew were all young, bright, and nobody said no. The only reason anybody who said no was just because they couldn't physically be there. So we all just turned up with that kind of, and it's hard to make a film. It's hard to make a film when you have a budget of 500 million. This is a low budget passion project. And I think when something has passion and heart, it says so much, you know.
And Clelia, then, because it was such a passion project, are you disappointed now because you can't have the premiere, the proper premiere that you think it deserves, even for Ferdia, just to get it out there and be seen?
Look, that's the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? We're in this world, and the world is where it is at the moment. So the honest answer to that is no, because I can't think of any other way for this film to be shown, because it represents exactly how it was made. It was made because he had this story to share, and he wanted to share it, and nothing was going to stop him sharing it. So it makes complete sense that we're all in lockdown. Do you know what? It's a perfect passage for this film. It's exactly the way it was meant to be shown, because it's coming from that kind of heart anyway. So I kind of think this is the right. Things happen for a reason. Yeah, I'm not saying, you know, COVID-19 happened for a reason.
No, yeah.
But I think the message behind this is, look, it's important that we all stay at home, not just for us, but for our neighbours and for our loved ones. So this, you know, horrible virus doesn't kind of take us all down, you know. And I think, and he could have left it. Sorry to interrupt. He could have left the film on the shelf and waited for this to all. But no, he didn't. Instead, they went, do you know what, lads? Why don't we share this?
And
so I think from that point of view,
hopefully you will get a huge audience for it on Friday, and like that, so many people will watch it and then get the respect from it. And you've just come off then on the back of playing the Baroness in The Sound of Music as well.
I know, and I didn't get my roots done because I was wearing a wig the whole time. I'm raging.
I mean,
because I had my hair covered in a wig, I was getting away with like roots down to my ears, and now I'm left with them. So it's the irony of that. Like,
to be so busy like that, is it like the actor thing where you're going, well, I'd always have maybe then a couple of weeks or a couple of months off? Are you feeling it now then? Well, look, this is like a period that I might be having anyway.
Do you know what? It's very true, Alan. You've hit the nail on the head. Yeah, because you know the way that we work and the hours that we kind of work. So I got the boat. We literally got shut down the day before Paddy's Day. We got to Milton Keynes. Our tour should only be finishing now, you know.
Right.
And we were still playing to 3,000 people a night. So it was like Ireland was really ahead. Like, I'm so proud of how this has been handled here, because they were ahead of the game. You know, and that's why our numbers the way they are, you know. So I came home 2 weeks after the Irish lockdown, not sure I was even going to get the boat home. I'm not sure what, because the lockdown